I think we are live. If anyone can just drop a comment saying that the sound's working, that'd be absolutely amazing. But yeah, just doing a spontaneous live stream. I kind of put no warning out. Like normally when I'm going to do a live stream, like I'm going to live stream in like 20 minutes, half an hour or something. But I literally just put it up then and went live. So it's probably the most spontaneous live stream I've ever done. So hopefully we still get a few people that are kind of hanging about on a Thursday evening at 9:30. So yeah, see if anyone's here. I've dropped it on the Discord as well, so we might get a few people from the Discord coming in. So I always think I always like the thing is like I always try to get back to, I'm so bad right now at like getting back to comments on YouTube. Like I'm just so awful and I feel so bad for it, but it's like literally I could probably do a video like every 2 days and respond to every comment, or have to knock off a video and respond to every comment. And I'm sure you guys rather have a video every day rather than no replies to the comments. So, but I do read everyone. But sometimes I just feel like I feel so bad for like, because some of you guys put some really amazing comments, and I'm like, I honestly I try to get back to them, but I think if every so often I can do like a couple of live streams, and then any comments that you do have, then maybe I can give them in a bit more detail. But yeah, just being a bit spontaneous. I did Tattoo Chef video. I listened to Tattoo Chef's earnings at, I think it was like 10 o'clock last night. And then I basically like filmed the video, edited it, and I think the video was done about like 1 a.m. And then I got up today, and then I was doing the thumbnail and uploading it today. And then I thought, oh, we probably hadn't had a video for like a good few hours. So I thought this was a good time to squeeze one in, and just thought, yeah, let's do a spontaneous live stream. So I'm only probably going to do about half an hour. And I know I say this all the time, but we're going to do probably half an hour, and then I'm going to get off. And I might go watch some TV or something. But yeah, I just feel like I haven't done one for a while, so I want to do a live stream. You know, you know what? I really love live streams. I really do enjoy them. The only problem why I've noticed this quite a bit at the moment is like the YouTube algorithm is like so bad at the moment. So if I do like a live stream, it actually kills the algorithm, and then like my next couple of videos don't get pushed out by YouTube. And it's also like why titles are getting a lot more like clickbaity and stuff and thumbnails, is that because if you don't put like decent videos out that hit a certain amount of views, then your next one gets pushed out to less. But if it gets more and more views, like if every video you get keeps getting decent views and keeps going up, then your videos get pushed out more and more. And that's how the YouTube algorithm kind of works at the moment. So if I do like live streams, which not many people come to, then it means that like the rest of my videos for the next few weeks get absolutely killed. So yeah, I thought I'd just tell you that anyway. But yeah, fire a few questions away. And I'll have to I'll try to get to them. We've got a lot of Hayes. We've got Jane. You are always in the live streams. Chris, Fred, Jay, Ken, Daz F from the Discord group. Yeah, Chris is right. Like, what a rebound on the stock market. Like, if you like the last few weeks, I've tried to like any like subjects about stocks I just put out like the window, and I've just focused on like every day like doing an update on the stock market, like because it's just gone. The stock market had like 10 consecutive days of going down, and every day I was like, buy the dip. Like Monday's video was buy the dip, Tuesday's video was buy the dip, Wednesday's video was buy the dip, and like I spent the whole 2 weeks or the last 2 weeks making a video every day just going buy the dip. And we've kind of got that little rebound. I mean, it looks like we have found the bottom now. So if you were buying in the dip, I'm sure you're starting to see some of the rewards. I know some of my positions that I bought in the dip are starting to show some rewards. I think like GNOG, like I said, that was easy money the other week, and that one's up quite a bit since then. And that's going well. Square, Tesla, Corsair, DraftKings has had a good few days as well. So yeah, hopefully some of you guys did buy the dip, because I'm sure you've made a bit of money over the last few days. No 45 minutes today. Got a few of the Discord gang in here. OGI, I do not believe I have heard of it. I will have a quick Google search. Sometimes I don't like searching stocks I don't know, because then I have to have a quick scan of it, and people get a little bit bored when I'm just like Google searching a couple of stocks. Organigram Holdings. Never heard of this company at all. Nope. It's not even coming up with a market cap. It's a $4 stock. Yeah, never heard of that one. No idea. Tattoo Chef thoughts. I've just brought a video out. I brought it out probably like the earliest videos I've ever done in my life, like 8 a.m. I filmed the Tattoo Chef video. I listened to the earnings call, and I must have finished it at like 10, after half past 10 or something. Got around to filming the video and then editing it, then everything like that. And I was up to like 1 a.m. making the video. Then I uploaded it at 8 a.m. the next day. So go check that video out. It'll be much better what I can explain on that video than what I can do on this live stream right now. But yeah, still like the company and still buying the company. Ultimate United back at it. Thank you so much, man. Rolls Royce to buy now. I'm personally not buying it, but my opinion has changed that I would not blame you for to buy it now. And that's what I'd say about that. Jay asked about my opinion on skills. I've just listened to the earnings call right now before coming on here. Yeah, interesting. Is it worth a video? Let me know if it's worth a video. But interesting. Good quarter. There was two things that I saw which I didn't like. But there was a lot of other things that I did like. So maybe it's worth a video. Yeah, I've heard about Coinbase. I'm sure their revenue growth is insane. 45 minutes an hour. No, not tonight. Half an hour. And we're already 6 minutes in, so a little bit of a short one. Haircut. Yeah, this is the 5th lockdown haircut. So we're doing okay. The hardest bit I feel like when you doing it is around your ears, and like when you're trying to do your ears, I miss chunks and I have like bits just obviously you can't see it on camera, but in person a lot more, like it just hangs over you and like, oh, I missed that bit. So yeah, but I can't wait until we just get to a bit more normality. I'm no more home haircuts. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, I'm going to be a bit more dramatic on my titles and thumbnails. I'm just going to put crash in every title. Honestly, if you put crash in every title, it makes such a difference on the amount of views you get. Yeah, and instead of doing my normal standing up pose, I'll have to do an actual like Kevin on Home Alone kind of pose when he's looking in the mirror. Did anyone see that Jeremy's video about Meet Kevin as well, by the way? Speaking of Kevin's, thoughts on Amazon as a buy at current prices? Do you think it will ever split it up? I hope they do, because if they did split it up, I would feel like when we look at Apple and Tesla, the share price would increase off that. But I think it's a buy, and that's why I'm buying it myself. Other than stocks portfolio, how do I keep myself busy? In day-to-day life, I guess. But normally I play football 3 times a week. So I'm quite into sports and football. So yeah, I would normally play football 3 times a week, but obviously you can't do that at the moment. So that's 3 of my nights right there. But yeah, music, I guess, like going to a couple of gigs and stuff, and don't love a good movie. I think the last movie I went to go see before it all kind of went crazy was that Tenant, which had the new guy that's playing Batman in Twilight guy. Oh, Robert Pattinson in. I thought that wasn't too bad. So yeah, a few other things. Harry says, how's the portfolio made for a family member you're getting on? Yeah, not too bad. I was going to log in, but I don't have the details saved. Off the top of my head, it's somewhere like 20% up, I think, right now. And one of the latest purchases that they made in the portfolio is because I was on about DraftKings to them, and I was like, oh, DraftKings is absolutely amazing. And at the time, DraftKings dropped to $55, and I was like, I wish I could buy now because my average is $60, and then they bought it at $55, and their average is better than mine. And I think that position's like 25% up, and that position only got added like 2 weeks ago or something. Yeah, so I'm good, but it's going well. It's going well. I'm just jealous that the average is so much better than mine. Thoughts on Team 17? I like it. The valuation I don't like. I could have done Ryan, but I was too busy buying Tesla. Yeah, Kathy Woods. She's been buying. She is coming to the modern day Warren Buffett, isn't she? I think there's always that thing, like people always look out for what for like so many years, everyone used to look out for like what's Warren Buffett buying. I remember the day that it got announced that Warren Buffett was buying Apple, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, Warren Buffett just bought Apple! Oh my God!" And now it's kind of like that with Kathy Woods. Like Kathy Woods is like, and Kathy Woods, I think Kathy Woods started buying Roblox yesterday, I think. And as soon as she started buying Roblox, everyone was like, "Oh my God, she's buying Roblox!" And it's crazy. She's definitely one of the people everyone looks for now in the stock market. I know you were at roughly 20% cash before this recent drop. What have you been doing a bit of buy-in? I have not worked it out exactly, but I think I'm somewhere between like 15% cash right now. I think I'm somewhere right there. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Thanks, Avash. And thank you very much, Brian. I'm good. How are you? I am doing well. For treat ourselves to a bit of a live stream. I love live stream. You know what? My favorite videos to do are probably live streams, and I love doing them. That's why I like doing them a lot because on here I do them quite often here, but I do one a week at least on the Patreon, on the Discord, and I really do. I really do enjoy them. But the thing is, like I said on here just a few minutes ago, like it just kills your algorithm on YouTube. But like, I try to do at least one on the Patreon because I do really like enjoying them and answering a few questions. What's my thought on Plantair? I would need a proper sit down to get into it and understand like the TAM, the competitors, the contracts, how safe these contracts are, how easy it is for them to acquire new customers. Like it's one that I need a proper sit down to get my head around, and I haven't done that. But what I would say is this: that from what I've seen, it looks like it could be decent, and if you were to buy it, now would be the time because it is on a massive dip, and you always buy quality companies on a dip. I don't know if it is a quality company, but from what I've seen, it looks decent. And if you were thinking about buying it, this is when you need to consider it because you have a nice dip. And you've seen it. Seen it in March 2020, and we've seen it just like in this last 2 weeks. Buying on the dip is the best time to do it. And yeah, it's why I'm also considering, like, I think Stitch Fix. They dropped on Monday, and I was like, okay, I need to look into this sometime soon while it's on a dip. And there was another one today, the drinks maker. Is it Celsius? I don't know if it's them guys. I think they're called Celsius. They're a fitness drink, and they dropped today. So and I've heard so many good things about them. So I might have to have a check into that one because it's the best time to buy companies on the dip. The only thing right now is my portfolio is an absolute mess because of these last 2 weeks, and I don't know if I can buy any more companies. But yeah. GameSlate, I've not looked into the companies. Nope. What are my thoughts on NIO? I like it. I don't like it as much as Tesla, but I do like it, and I would rate it a good company. The only thing that's ever put me off from that is that it needs to have probably raise a lot more money, and also the valuation is a bit rich. I think last time I checked, it might have changed. In fact, it probably would have changed because we've had the last kind of few weeks. But last time I checked, like NIO was at like a price to sales ratio of like 60 or something. So yeah, I was like, that's quite high. Like it makes me nervous buying like, I think Shopify is like a 30, and I think DraftKings is like a 30, and it makes me nervous buying them two at like a 30 price to sales ratio. So to be buying a company at 60 price to sales ratio would be, yeah, it's a bit high. I'm not gonna lie. Mustang says advice on how to take profits to build a cash pile. Struggling to trim positions. It's a tricky one. The best thing to do, if I can just kind of go past that point a little bit, is like the best way rather than trimming positions is to always have a good cash flow coming into your portfolio. And if you've got a good cash flow coming into your portfolio, then you've always got that free cash to put into the market, so you don't have to force to trim positions, if you get what I mean. So if you can always get more and more cash flow into your portfolio every month, that's what will really help it scale up. But with the point of view of like trimming positions, you've just got to kind of work out, like, has this stock gone up too much, and also is there a better opportunity, and how much upside is left? And if you have a company that is up 100%, that doesn't mean trim it, because that company could still have 200, 300, 400, 500% upside. So there's no point, don't trim them top companies, because they've still got, loads more upside yet. You kind of got to look for companies like, okay, this has either gone up way too much and is at a crazy valuation, or you're thinking, I'm probably going to get only like 20% return left of this on this stock this year, or there's only 30% upside left in the next kind of 2 or 3 years. And when you kind of find them positions, then maybe take a 10% trim out of them positions, and that's how I would work it personally. So the last example I would give you is like, I think Beyond Meats kind of came out that they were working with Pepsi, and that deal sent like Pepsi up, Beyond Meat stock up like 30, 40, 50% or something within the matter of like 2 weeks. And I was like, okay, Beyond Meats is still going to have a rough 6 months. That jump was way too much, so let me take a 10% trim on that one. And you know what? If it never comes down, I'm fine with that. But the chances are it is going to come down. And if it comes down, I just put that 10% back in. And yeah, it's just something like that, and that's what I did. I took 10% out of Beyond Meats, and then I bought back in a few weeks ago with that 10%. So yeah. I've not heard of that one, Jason. Can't give you too much information on that one. Avash, I've got a few videos on the channel. If you have a bit of a back search, I have got a few. Maybe not one explaining like exact like what you're saying, like P ratios and everything like that. But I've got a few kind of like more beginner videos. Like so yeah, go check them one out. I did like a 50-minute video like about a month ago, and it was like how to analyze a stock. And that's a pretty good video. That's a really good basic video on how to average. I like understand the company very quickly. So go watch that one. That's what I definitely recommend. Average on Shopify, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe right now I'm about 2% down on my position. So yeah, if you work that one out on the current price, I only know that because I was actually considering buying some more today. But yeah, I'm somewhere like 2% down, or maybe 3% down. So yeah, that gives you rough idea where I am right now. Oh, I didn't even realize I was this far behind questions. Oh my god, sorry. I don't know. I've kind of got it on now. It's there. Also United. I really like this top. It's really smart. I didn't really think anyone else would want one. But if people want one, I'm sure I can sort it out. But yeah. I'm gonna hold on. I'm really sorry. I didn't realize I was this far behind on questions. Literally, I'm really sorry. Let me just catch up on some questions. I'm really sorry because I think I've just skipped quite a few questions out. But I didn't realize it was keeping up to date. Sheriff likes Neo over Tesla. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's a game of opinions. Property to stocks. I would always go stocks over property, but I'd definitely say if you've got enough wealth to put some in property, go for it. Yeah, I know there's quite a few fans of PLTR. Coupon. Coupon. Yeah, they had the IPO today, didn't they? Have a look. Yeah, 23%. Oh, because it jumped on the IPO though. Yeah, so it opened up at $63. So yeah, that's quite a big jump from the actual IPO offering. Um, yeah, Shopify. I like Shopify. The problem is like it is trading at a bit of a rich valuation, but I can only see them doing amazing things over the next few years. And every time I've kind of like looked at like the valuation of Shopify, I've always been like, okay, this is just way too much of a valuation. And the stock, like I think I first looked at Shopify when it was like $200, and I was like, it's still so much of a rich valuation, and the stock, I mean, it's gone up now to like $1,000, and I was like, I've always been like arguing over the valuation, but if I just ignored it and looked at where the company's going, I'd have been up on it so much. And yeah, so I thought like, it's about time I actually start buying it, because the growth on it is still going to be absolutely amazing. So yeah, with Coupon, I probably for because of how much it's jumped up now because of IPO, I probably wouldn't buy personally myself, because it's an IPO. Like you kind of get the hype and normally it'll sell off, as well as that you kind of got the lockup period as well. So yeah, I would personally wait for a couple of months. Quite often after IPO, stocks do dip, and if they dip, you might be able to get you might be able to get a good opportunity to go buy it. So yeah, nice. Lemonade, I'm not too sure on. I think they're just losing a lot of money at the moment. So yeah. What's my buy price for Tesla? I think I started buying Tesla when it was like low 600s. That wasn't too bad. But if Tesla could ever get to the point where it's like a 300 $400 stock, that would be pretty amazing. So yeah. Lamel Messi, I think I did look into it, but yeah, I wasn't majorly sold on it from what I can remember, if it's the right company that I'm thinking of. Any thoughts on investing into Tencent? Probably not, just because I've got so much Chinese coverage already. I do like Tencent though. I would rate it a buy. But I've already got JD.com. I've already got Alibaba. I've already got Huya, and yeah, I just can't take too many more Chinese stocks on, because there's the little risk of Chinese stocks and like tensions and everything. Not that it bothers me too much, but yeah, just don't want to be too much into Chinese stocks. But I do like it. I would put it in a buy. Turtle Beach, I'm still holding. Yeah, Turtle Beach, I'm a big fan of. I nearly bought some more. I just wanted to go a little bit lower. If you could go a little bit lower, then yeah, I would have been quite happy to buy some Turtle Beach. But yeah, still a big fan. Is it worth doing buy to let with property? It can do. The problem is with property, and you hear this a few times if you ever watch like Homes and the Hammers, if you ever watch on TV and stuff like that. But the problem is like generally like you start finding out so many problems that you didn't realize. It's not too bad with like if you buy a new build, but sometimes like there's some problems that you do find, and the expenses just keep piling up. So I personally now what I know with property, I would be a lot more focused onto stocks. But yeah, what do I think Hotel Chocolate share price will be within 5 years? I think that when you take into the growth that it has with Japan and US, it could be pretty good. And I think that it should see a pretty decent double up on the share price front, with its growth. So yeah, should be pretty good. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. My order finally I actually had some problems putting the hotel chocolate order through. So yeah, but it finally got put through in the end. So yeah. Maybe so. Maybe so. Just capture some messages. Probably not, Ross. Probably not. I am new to stocks and shares. I am keeping them for a few years. I have Royce IAG beyond me and Planter. Do you think I will do okay? Yeah, just all I would say is be really careful because you've Rolls-Royce and IAG are kind of like recovery plays, so just be really careful about how much recovery play you do take. And if those are the only stocks you do have, you're a little bit thin on companies because you've kind of got four companies there. You kind of want to have, I mean, I don't know how much your portfolio is worth, but either way, I would say that 8 companies is probably a minimum, which I would go to. So yeah, maybe buy a few more. You're probably a little bit with the amount of companies that you do have. You're probably a little bit undiversified there. So yeah, just be really careful of that. So yeah, but yeah, Rolls Royce and IAG are two bit more higher risk recovery plays. So just be really careful of that. So yeah. Oh. Maybe so. Maybe so. We'll see. We'll see. Um, Spam in the comments. Just put that there. Not heard of that one. Not heard of that one. Will Ehang recover fully? Yeah, I mean it's pretty much fully recovered now. Yeah, I mean $51. It's had a 15% update. I mean, yeah. I mean it depends. I mean if you were buying at $124, you probably need to check be a bit more careful on valuations. You know, that was just a crazy valuation. That was always too high. But yeah, I believe I am up on Ehang again now. So yeah, for me, Ehang's pretty much recovered. But it's a 5-year hold. So yeah. Oh man, some hateful comments tonight. Someone's upset Big Decker. Have I done a full video on Callaway Golf yet? Yeah, I have, Matt. It's somewhere on the channel. I don't know if it has Callaway in the name though. That's the only thing. But there is one on there somewhere. But yeah, there is one, but I don't know if it has Callaway in the title. But yeah, have a look. I think it's like this. I think I call it something like why this stock's going to go up to $60 because generally, if you do a video on Callaway Golf, like no one cares. So yeah, there's one there though. So yeah. Yeah, I would, Sam. I would consider buying Coupon, but probably until lockup happens. I would have to wait a few more months. When am I doing my next pump and dump on Ehang? I'd have to make at least more than one video on it for that to be a pump and dump. I would say that I would say my pump and dump would probably be Boohoo or Greg's. Those are probably the two stocks that I would be guilty of pumping and dumping. I'd say those are the two that I made the most videos on the channel. Yeah, but I don't think anyone's that bothered, are they, about Greg's and Boohoo. I'd actually be really interested to know what video I've made the most of a stock on the channel. Thinking about it, I would say it's Boohoo. But saying that, I've not made a video on Boohoo for like the last like 4 months. The Guardian's been a bit quiet on us. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. What stock am I most bullish about on the 3-year time horizon? That's a tricky question. There's quite a few, so to pick one would be so tricky. I would say that maybe DraftKings or Gang. DraftKings, I think, just has so much potential. So yeah. What's the best UK stock to buy now? Oh, that's tricky. It's so tricky. Because they've had so much jump recently. So to pick one at the moment is really hard. I think Boohoo has a lot of potential. Hollywood Bowl has a lot of potential. I'd be maybe Jet2 still. So yeah, maybe them 3. So yeah. Am I buying Tattoo Chef next week? Probably not. It would have to drop a little bit from here. So yeah. I think I don't even know what it ended up closing up today. Let me have a look. Tattoo Chef. Oh, Tattoo Chef actually finished down today. 2.7%. You know what? Tattoo Chef actually, I thought it was more like $21. Yeah, I'll consider it. I would like to get Tattoo Chef probably like $19, $18. But yeah, when Tattoo Chef's under like a 1.5 billion market cap, it's not a bad valuation really. So yeah. Yeah, it's a Yorkshire accent, Tom. Yeah. Skills. Yeah, I talked about it a little bit earlier on the live stream. So when this goes back up on YouTube, go back through and you'll be able to catch everything. But yeah, I might do a video about skills earnings tomorrow actually. So yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. I should have probably said S4 Capital as well. S4 Capital should have been in that list. Yep. Thanks, Kev. Deliveroo, I'm gonna have a look into it. The only thing that I'm kind of like worried on Deliveroo is like they've had so many like numbers help them with COVID, like how much growth's been brought forward, and realistically, are they going to be able to put like amazing growth now because of all the growth coming forward because of COVID? So yeah, we'll see. That's a good question, Mo. But yeah, you put a word in that means that no one else is going to see it. Do I think Workhorse is a great buy now? Probably not. They've got some okay stuff there, but I think there's a lot of problems with management and financial wise that I would personally look for another last mile delivery player than them guys. So yeah, I would personally not look at them guys. Rich asking if I bought a golden nugget. Yeah, I bought it 2 weeks ago. Normally on Fridays, Friday or Saturday, I post like what stocks I bought during the week. And yeah, I said that it was one that I was going to start buying. So it's a pretty decent valuation. What is that right now? Paul, I've got a video on how to analyze a stock. Watch that video and it'll be better than what I can explain right now. To answer that question, I would need about like a good half an hour. So go check that video out. Well, Midlandsgill, that's probably one of the spam bots that we have in the moment in the comments. Like I'm trying to report them all and stuff, but there's just so many of them. So yeah, if you do see any of them like that, just report them all because there's so many. Yeah, I thought that about Uber, but people love it. People love the growth side of it. So, it's tricky. Dropbox I own. I'm a big fan of Dropbox. I think that it should be a $40 stock when you start running the numbers on it. So yeah. Yeah. Big fan of it. Big fan of it. Kyle is a really upset guy. Someone must have upset him big time. Have I got any money into solar and thoughts on Shell BP long term? Not too big of a fan on the oil plays, just because I feel like the demand's going to go down over the next few years. But solar, one stock that I did consider was Enphase. So yeah, that's one I did consider. But I guess the only kind of solar play I have is like Tesla, because they have like the solar energy side of the company. So yeah. Yeah, it's a bit sad. I mean, if he's kind of like got nothing else to do apart from here to post comments, like he can't have a very exciting life, to be honest. Or secretly, he might just enjoy the videos, and in a few months' time, he'll kind of realize, oh, so these are what decent stocks look like. He might learn a thing or two eventually. Yeah, oil will be around for quite a few years, but I'm just saying, like, if you're an investor, investors aren't going to be attracted into like dead industries. You know what I mean? Like, sure, oil demand might go up, revenue might go up, profit might go up, but like, if investors know that industry is kind of struggling over the next few months, then they're not going to get attracted to it. It's a bit like Ford. If you look at Ford share price, like, I don't think the Ford share price has done anything for so many years. Let me just have a quick look because I don't want to say something false. I haven't looked at a Ford stock chart for ages. Oh, it's gone up a little bit. Oh no, I'm on the wrong stock. Hold on. Let me go on Ford. I've had a little rally. So if you had a look at Ford, right? The stock price for Ford since 2003 has gone up 20%. So in 18 years, Ford has gone up 22%. And obviously some of that is because the company hasn't done amazing, but over the last few years, the company's paying a decent dividend, but people are generally just not attracted to that sort of industry because it's developing so much. There's nothing exciting. And yeah, that's just an example. Investors won't get attracted to dead industries. So yeah, just be really careful. If I had 10K today, how much do you think you could make out of 10K in 1 year? The big thing would be on the market. If you have a bull market, it's so much easier to make money in the stock market, especially if you have like a dip in the stock market and then you put your 10K in. It's really easy to easier to make money. You look at if you put your money in March 2020, how easy it is to make money from a dip there. You'd have done really well. So yeah, it depends on the market conditions. If you have a stock market which goes downtrends or flatlines, it'd be a lot harder to make money. So yeah, it, it would be very tricky. But my yearly target is always to make 20% from the stock market, whatever happens. So yeah, I would hopefully make 20% at least. But obviously sometimes you can outperform that. Like I'm saying like so much like last year. So yeah. Thanks, Matt. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I think Teslas have a lot. When you look at Teslas now, there's a lot of demand, and that's even in like if you go in the UK, Teslas are really popular. They're in demand, and they're not even scaled with like a gigafactory. You put Tesla in the UK with a gigafactory in like a year or two's time, I tell you, you'll see a lot of Teslas on the road in the UK. So yeah. So a few kind comments. Um, do I think the pullback is over? I think so. I did think that we were only going to have like a 5 to 10% correction, and I think we went a little bit over that. But I think that was about the right correction. So we'll see if it does go lower. I'm not gonna say exactly like to predict where the market's going to go is impossible. But yeah, I think we are pretty much near where the bottom would be. So yeah. Yeah, we got a bit of hotel chocolate. What percentage of cash do I have on standby? I used to have 30%, but because of the dip, I'm down to about 15%, I think. But yeah. Thoughts on Card Factory? Still holding. I think I'm up at the moment like 50% on Card Factory. But I still think it has a lot more upside. So I'm not selling out just yet, but I still think it's got a lot more upside. It's only like a few days into like a few months into like the recovery. And I think when we have retail open up, we have Christmas sales coming in, I think Card Factory has a lot more upside yet. So yeah. Don't really talk about TUI that much. Always kind of focus on Jet 2. Roblox, no, not too much. I didn't even really look into it after they went like through a direct listing. So yeah. Uh, how much am I up for the year? I have not checked for, I believe, 2 months. I think it was the last time I looked, but I was up over 100% this year. The year just gone. So yeah, it was a very good year. Um, I think I've only been able to do 100% return one other year, which was 2017. So yeah, I've only able to get 100% twice. And I think my worst performing year was, I think I got 20% one year, and I think that was my worst performing year. But the stock market in general was down, I think 10% for that year. So yeah, um, that was the only year that I where the stock market was down, and I went through it, and yeah, it was still 20% from there, which wasn't too bad. But I think in that year there was a lot of the time when Donald Trump and North Korea were having a lot of fun with each other. So the stock market got hurt because of that, and I had a few Chinese stocks, I think, and there was a few Chinese stocks that were getting hurt. So I think at the time I think that's when I started buying JD.com. By the way, I don't know if you saw JD.com's earnings today; they were absolutely amazing. But I think that's the year that I started buying JD.com, which I still hold now, and I think I'm up something like 300 or 400% on that one. But yeah, I mean that just shows you, there's whenever there's them sort of dips, those are definitely the best times to buy. So yeah. No, the Mel message, they're not. I can see your message. Absolutely fine. I've done my UK portfolio like I think it was a week ago or 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna do my US portfolio this weekend. So yeah, I'll do the update this weekend on that. What sectors am I invested in? I guess the general thing would be tech, but I guess everything goes down as tech now. Like Tesla is a car company, but would you class it as tech? Probably. So yeah, I like investing in a lot of tech. But the problem is you say that, but just so many companies use tech now. Like, even you talk about Square, which is a payment company, but would you call it tech? So yeah, mostly tech is what I invest in. Some food, food and beverage companies I'll go into. Payment companies. The only sort of companies I don't touch are pharmaceutical companies because you have to get into so much detail and like know the industries. So I don't really touch them because you have to do a lot of research into patterns and competition and everything like that. So that's one I don't touch. Same with biotech, mining I don't touch. Oil stocks I don't touch. What I don't tend to buy that much is semiconductors, even though I would like to buy them. So yeah, maybe them. Gaming stocks I like. I like buying a few gaming stocks. That's a strong industry that I like going into. So yeah. Thoughts on Carnival? As soon as I break even on that position, I am going to sell it. Put it that way. How old am I? 27. What age did I start investing? I believe I was 21 or 22. So I think I was that old. The first company I bought was Square, and I bought Square at $20. So yeah, it was near the IPO. So I think Square's like $200 now, which is absolutely crazy. But yeah, Square was the first company I ever bought on the stock market. I was in the car one day and I had the radio on and an advert came on and it was an advert for Square and there was like take mobile payments, so it's so easy now, and you just clip it onto your mobile phone and take a mobile payment. I was like, oh, that's a pretty cool idea. And just a little bit of research, found out they were a public company, and I was like, oh, this could be quite interesting. And I looked into the financials and I saw like the growth on it. I saw the revenue growth on it and I was like, oh, this is really good. And then I bought Square, and yeah, I was up a lot on it. I can't remember exactly how much I was up on it, but it was over 100%. And yeah, I took the profit because I was like, that was like my first investment, and I was like, oh my god, this investing game's like really good and fun, and you can make decent money on it. And I kind of sold it. And looking back at it now, you would only dream of holding Square at $20, but it's one of those. you know it now. You say that, Kyle, but you're still here enjoying it, and I'm sure you're going to give us a cheeky smash on the like button for enjoying it. I will do it at some point. The one thing I'm worried about is not putting like too much S4 capital information on the channel, and I don't want to just talk about one stock too much. So I want to kind of spread it out, but I will try to do it at some point. Have I done a full video on Shopify yet? I'm not sure. I've done it on the free UK stocks, free stocks to buy series. So I have got a few information there. But yeah, I don't know if I have done a full video on it. $20 a square, yeah, it's nuts, isn't it? If someone could have told me back then, like hold square at $20. There was another company I bought, which was Bilibili, and this was like a spec play from China, and I bought that at, I think it was $8, and I sold it at $16, and yeah, I was like, that was back in like 2017, 2018, and I was like, oh my god, that was amazing to make that many returns. And I just looked at the share price the other day, and I think the stock is like $100 right now, and that's another one that I was like, if only I could tell myself back then, like to hold it even longer. But hey, still it was some okay money, so gotta try and not look back on it too much, I guess. Tom, I said a little bit earlier to a few questions. There's a video I've done which is like how to analyze a company. Watch that video. It's about 50 minutes long, and it'll give you a lot more information than what I can do right now. So it's definitely worth it. What stock do I regret selling the most since you've started investing? It's probably Tesla. So when I bought Tesla, if you take it on like the split basis, I had Tesla at $40. And yeah, I sold Tesla out for like 250%, 300% return or something. And I was like, it's gone up a lot. And I sold it, and it did dip and it went back down, but I didn't buy the dip, and I should have done. So maybe Tesla, but yeah, it wasn't that I regret selling it. It's kind of more that I regret not buying it again when it dipped. So yeah, I've not heard that one. Restaurant Group, I've not proper looked into that one for a very long time. Yeah, that's the thing. I totally agree, Mo. Like, you always, when you know the outcome, it's always so clear. Like, you're like, oh yeah, of course, why didn't you do that? Like, in hindsight, everything's easy in investing. But I always say this on the videos, like at the end of the day, we all invest hard-earned money, and the main thing is to make money. And as long as you're making money in the stock market, you're not a bad investor. You're a good investor. If you can make money on every investment, you're a really good investor. It doesn't matter if it's a 10% return, 20% return, 50% return. The aim of the game is to make money. And sure, if you do sell a company and it ends up going up even more, fair enough. But yeah, obviously the main thing is to make money. And as long as you make money, don't ever look back on like, oh, I wish I did this, because you've done the job. If you weren't doing that, what else would have happened? Would you have had your money stuck in a bank account getting, what is it, 0.0025% interest? So yeah. T-Doc I've not looked into, but it is a very interesting business model. Yeah. Any returns, that's a plus is better than, yeah, exactly. Petals on the paving slab says, I started investing in December and your videos have helped me to understand the market better. Thank you. But what I really want to know is, what's your football team? My football team, if I say it, I'm scared I'm going to get like a few dislikes. So what I'll do is I'll leave you a clue and then you can try guess it. So I'll say that they played last night and they won, and the team they played against wears a kit which has red and white stripes, if they were in the home kit. So yeah. DraftKings had a couple of days. Yeah, DraftKings has been absolutely mental. It's been really good. To buy a position, you really want to kind of like, what price do you like, and if it stays that price, you just average in over a couple of months, and if it goes down, that's that's the time you want to be, buying more and more of. But yeah, it's very hard to explain that right now over a video. But yeah. So yeah, I knew this is what would happen if we came out and started talking about it. It gets a little bit heated. Yeah, my actual we were on the Discord and Patreon. We've got a fantasy football league, and yeah, my team on that is called Empty Had FC. So. What's my thoughts on Team 17? Talked about it a little bit earlier. Talked about it a little bit earlier, but the valuation's a little high. IMK Sans, I just saw your message then when I was reading that one out. that's what that little chuckle were. How many stocks for a 20k portfolio? Ooh, probably somewhere between. I actually did a video on how to structure a portfolio, but somewhere between 8 and 12 would be pretty good, I would say. So yeah. Right. I said we were going to do half an hour. We ended up doing 56 minutes. So yeah, gonna call it there. Went past it again. Every time I say it's half an hour, we go even longer. So anyway, enjoyed the live stream as always. So I hope there was some useful information in there anyway. And yeah, maybe do a video about skills earnings tomorrow, maybe. And then I'll do my US portfolio maybe on Saturday and Sunday for you guys, so you can get a bit of an update on that. I am going to say it does look a bit of a mess at the moment because of all the buying that I did the last 2 weeks. But yeah, gives you a little bit of update of what's going on, I guess. So anyway, thanks for watching anyway, guys, on a Thursday night at 10:30. And I'll catch you on tomorrow's video. Catch you in a bit.